This is the cosmos at a very large scale. Each tiny point of light is an entire galaxy, each a cluster of as many as 400 billion individual stars. Seen from Earth, all these distant galaxies are slightly red in color. They appear almost as if we were looking through rose-tinted glasses. It's this very redness that reveals how the universe was born. And to show you why, I need a straight road and a noisy car. If our eyes were more sensitive to color, we could see that the car is actually very slightly blue as it approaches, and very slightly red as it goes away. The same rules apply in space. All distant galaxies are slightly red in color. So by the exact same piece of basic physics, they must all be moving away too. In fact, the whole universe is expanding in all directions. To cosmologists, it's like winning the lottery. Because to work out where the universe came from, all we need to do is to stop time and make it run in reverse. Rewind far enough, and everything gets closer together. All the galaxies, in fact, every single thing, converges to a single point, the start of everything, 13.7 billion years ago. The universe simply burst into existence, an event called the Big Bang.
Time travel was once considered scientific heresy. If I had a time machine, I'd visit Marilyn Monroe in her prime. Or drop in on Galileo as he turned his telescope to the heavens. Perhaps I'd even travel to the end of the universe to find out how our whole cosmic story ends. To see how this might be possible, we need to look at time as physicists do, as the fourth dimension. Traveling in time means traveling through this fourth dimension. But how on earth do we travel in time? How do we find a path through the fourth dimension? Let's indulge in a little science fiction for a moment. Time travel movies often feature a vast, energy-hungry machine. The machine creates a path through the fourth dimension. Physicists have been thinking about tunnels in time too, but we come at it from a different angle. We wonder if portals to the past or the future could ever be possible within the laws of nature. As it turns out, we think they are. What's more, we've even given them a name: wormholes. Wormholes are very tiny. They occur in nooks and crannies in space and time. Some scientists think it may be possible to capture one and enlarge it to make it big enough for a human or even a spaceship to enter. Thinking in 4 dimensions is not easy, and that wormholes are a tricky concept to wrap your head around. But hang in there to see if time travel from the future to the past is possible. I'm throwing a party.
A welcome reception for future time travelers. But there's a twist. I'm not letting anyone know about it until after the party has happened. Maybe, one day, someone living in the future will find the information and use a wormhole time machine to come back to my party, proving that time travel will, one day, be possible. 3, 2, 1. What a shame.
So why didn't the experiment work? I think one of the reasons might be because of a well-known problem with time travel to the past. The problem of paradoxes. The most famous one is usually called the grandfather paradox. I have a new, simpler version I call the mad scientist paradox. Imagine somehow he's built a wormhole, a time tunnel that stretches just 1 minute into the past. It may not sound like much, but even 1 minute of time travel can cause real trouble. Through the wormhole, the scientist can see himself as he was 1 minute ago. But what if our scientist uses the wormhole to shoot his earlier self? He's now dead, so who fired the shot? It's a paradox. This kind of time machine would violate a fundamental rule that governs the entire universe. That causes happen before effects, and never the other way around. I think something will always happen that prevents the paradox. Somehow there must be a reason why our scientist will never find himself in a situation where he could shoot himself. In fact, I believe any kind of time travel to the past, through wormholes or any other method, is probably impossible. Otherwise, paradoxes would occur.